Alrighty. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. It is Monday, and work's been slow. I stayed home because I didn't sleep good last night, and driving a truck while tired just doesn't sound like a good idea, so I stayed home. And now that it's a little after 11, I thought I'd hop on and do some streaming. Excuse me. So we are in a Ford LTL 9000. It is a mod truck. And I do not remember where I got it. I'm pretty sure I paid for it, but I don't remember where I picked it up at. Looks like I need to adjust the volumes a little bit. And I think I have the game sound set correctly. So if one of those volumes needs to be adjusted, please let me know. But I hope everyone is having a good Monday. We finally got some snow here in Twin Falls, so that's super nice. Here's the truck the way I have it configured. Like I said, the truck is a mod. The wheels, the wheels are mod. The tires are default game. The engine sounds in this particular truck are also a paid mod. So this particular profile I have is my main profile. I have $60 million. So obviously it's not a new game. And I have 50 mods currently running on this profile. A couple paid, well, several paid mods because I got a bunch of engine sounds. This truck, the Superliner was also a paid mod. Excuse me. So we're already loaded. We're hauling some mining equipment from Twin Falls to Odessa, Texas, and we're just about done. And we're starting out in the middle of the night, but yeah, that's all right. So let's get driving. Like I said, we're starting off here in the dark, and we still got 180 miles to go. This is a 800 horsepower N14 by Z-Mods. And I usually drive from third person. Just lets you see more of the scenery. Oops. I do not have a wheel or pedals. We're driving by Xbox controller. I do have a no damage mod installed, and I have the traffic fences turned off just because the AI does some kind of odd things. It still looks like my audio might need a little adjusting. But just thought I haven't streamed in a while, so I'd hop on today and do a little streaming. Not sure how long we're going to go today. Of course, we are running a 13-speed transmission, as that's my preferred setup. I'll set the old cruise, and of course, now we're going to slow down because I set the cruise. Go straight on. All right. But we got some. I'm guessing those are going to be loader tires along with a loader bucket and a crate of stuff, and then just space the name of what them plastic tubs are called on the back of the trailer. Anyways, they usually hold 200 or 300 gallons. Maybe they're 500 gallons. I don't really remember. We are running a Prestige spread axle flatbed, 53 feet. It's not color matched, but it's at least blue. So we'll slide over here to the other lane. And we'll Jake brake through town because I don't care. As you can see, we're in Lubbock, so we're just heading down to Odessa right now. Another 150 miles. But I haven't streamed in a while, so I thought we'd hop on and do a little streaming today since I stayed home from work. Wasn't feeling good last night, so I was up most of the night. But feeling better now. Kind of looks like, yeah, a little overcast. Let's see here. I think Missouri is the next state that's coming out. Truthfully, I haven't been following along with the updates. I know I've seen some talk of Missouri, and I believe they also just announced Iowa. Iowa or Illinois? I forget. But I think SES is doing a pretty good job with the game. It's getting fairly regular updates. Apparently I haven't gone this way before. And that's kind of why I have the no damage mod and traffic collisions turned off, because the AI just does some weird stuff sometimes. It does look like we're having a pretty good day trucking. Pop her up into 13th. Just cruise along here at 65. Maybe drift back over into my lane properly. I should say I am really excited to get started on that RC everyday shop truck build. I've got the cab printed out. I need to get some wheels and tires ordered and finish designing up the suspension I'm going to run on the truck. Although suspension arms I might skip designing and just use some off-the-shelf parts. But the cross member's coming out pretty good, so I just need to make some shock mounts for it, and then it'll be good to go. Probably don't need high beams on anymore since it's light out now. I guess we could be rolling at 75, but since this guy's passing, no sense stomping on it to get around him. But I am glad we finally got some snow. It's really kind of been a dry winter down here in southern Idaho. Jerome actually got a few more inches than we did the last couple of storms that came through. We'd just gotten a little bit of drizzle, so we didn't get much snow, but it's nice to see some snow on the ground, even though it took till February to get it. Because we really need the moisture. Really could use the moisture, because I'd like the summer not to be a fire hazard again. I'd like to have done some filming with the snowplow this morning, but it's still not in one piece. So I do need to get my welding bottle refilled payday Friday so I can do some welding this weekend. And get some running footage of the HPI Wheelie King now that I got it back together in one piece. And apparently, since we're in Texas, everybody's just going to hang out in the left lane and not even doing the speed limit. That's pretty typical for Texas. Of course, we're going to get up to the speed limit and then it's going to slow down, isn't it? Yep. The old Lone Star speeding through the construction zone. Yeah, we're working on getting parts for the RC Everyday shop truck build. And we're also working on getting some parts for the CXT rebuild. Also, still need to do a lot of work on my trailer build too. I like sitting in traffic. But probably need to turn down the brake sensitivity a little bit. But this is a really nice looking truck. I am one of those weird people who is not a big fan of Peterbilt or Kenworth. I'd rather drive the Ford, the Mac, or an International any day compared to the Peterbilt or the Franklin or the Kenworth. Peterbilts and Kenworths are kind of the Mustang and Camaro of the truck world. Just not a huge fan of them. Avid historian. Apparently, I'm working on that Steam achievement still. Alright, we'll see what this car is doing. And we'll sneak over here into the left lane. Once again, we don't know how to merge. That's not really a surprise because people in real life don't know how to merge. Oops. Apparently I tagged that block a little bit. Looks like we've got a quarry. I don't really need the XP, but since we're streaming, we won't cheat. Well, I suppose we're kind of cheating since we're running from the outside camera. Let's see here. I was going to go around the whole building, but it looks like we'll be able to just pull through here. Kind of snake it in. Flashers on for safety. And I could be doing this in the cab, but it's a game and it has third person, so that's what we're doing. I do enough of this in real life that I don't really need to do it in the video game. And actually, we're pretty good. Neutral. And we'll unloady. Drinking RC Cola today. $1,348 miles. Took 22 hours, 54 minutes, and we burned 184.1 gallons of fuel. We also made $83,000 and got 3,200 experience points. Let's see what these guys got. Let's see here. We could go to Nebraska, Dallas, Texas, with a rough terrain forklift. I do have some load mods in this game too, so I'm not 100% sure if all of these are in the game or not. I believe the JCB stuff is a DLC. Yeah. So we got, that's a pretty big generator, 44,000 pounds. We got a couple mini excavators. We got some mobile air compressors. Of course, we got spools. Oh, JCB compact generators. So yeah, that's a DLC too. Gillette, Wyoming. That'd probably be a pretty good run. With some mini excavators. Only 10,000 pounds, so that'll be a pretty decent load. Let's see, where do they want us to load at? Yeah, we'll skip moving the truck to load. We'll just get loaded where we're at. All right. Load it up. Oh, we got a bunch of little mini equipment. Let's see here. If we go here, gotta move ourselves. We can actually get out of the truck and make sure everything's tied down properly. It's not, but let's see. We got 4 corners on the machine. We have the booms chained down, so that's proper. And we went overkill on these little walk-behind dump carts. I'd have probably not strapped to the bottom. I'd have probably strapped to those top hooks on that. But yeah, the Prestige is a DLC. Oh, they're electric. Electric mini excavators. Aren't those cute? So that's a pretty decent load.
Drive safe.
I sure will. We'll get rolling out to Gillette, Wyoming. We got 999 miles. Yeah, plenty of room around that truck.
Get ready. Turn right. Turn right. Get ready. Turn left. Turn left.
Turn left. Of course, with traffic mods, we might be sitting here a while. Might just kind of have to creep out here until the AI stops. Not exactly proper, but sometimes that's just what you have to do in this game, is just kind of keep creeping out.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
That should be a functional gas stop. That's a pretty decent place for a gas station, actually. Yeah, pretty. Another pretty day for trucking.
Go straight on.
Apparently, we set off a car alarm. Let's see here. We're still pretty full, so we don't need to stop here. Brrr. You just hold on there, ambulance. You're not running code. No need to
Go straight on.
pull out into traffic. Of course, since we're loaded so light and we have so much horsepower, we don't really need to start out in first. Actually, even as light as we are, I could probably start out in fourth and be okay. Pretty sure we're running a 355 rear end gear with the 13 speed. Let's see here. No sense of running up here real fast because we know it's going to be 55. Bunch of junk cars. Looks like most of the clouds blown out, so yeah. Starting out with a really nice drive. you're just tuning in, the truck is a mod, and it is a paid mod. And unfortunately, I can't remember where I got it, so I can't even tell you where you can get it. We're taking some little mini excavators and some little walk-behind dump carts up to Gillette, Wyoming. We should still be in Texas. Again, not sure why AI has to come to a stop to make a right-hand turn, but people do that in real life as well.
Go straight on.
Do let me know if I need to turn the game volume up or down. But just kind of chilling on the stream since I didn't work today. We'll set our cruise at 75. Heading up Highway 87.
Go straight on.
This is pretty accurate for Texas. There are places in Texas where you can see the other end of the state. Got some cotton over there.
Keep left.
And so here we drop down to 65 again. The only thing I'd really like SCS to do with the game itself is I would like them to add some more of the older trucks into it. I know most manufacturers probably really want to push their new stuff, but I'm just not a fan of the new trucks. I've driven new trucks, and if you gave me the option, I'd rather have an old truck. I mean, with proper tuning, I can get an older truck to run just as good as a new one. Proper gearing and things like that, I can have it get the fuel economy the new ones do. Just, there's too much crap on a new truck. Or actually just new vehicles in general. Like the automated manual transmission. I know over in Europe that's a huge popular thing. And I suppose the main reason I don't like it is because they're not really programmed for what I need the transmission to do at work. You know, I'd rather just have a 10-speed manual or a 13-speed manual And if I'm going to have an automatic, I'd rather just have an Allison automatic. Let's see here. Need to slide over. You don't have to stop. Yeah. The AI does a terrible job of merging, but it's not terribly far off from how terrible people are in real world merging in those kind of situations. So I know a lot of people complain about the AI in the game, but honestly, the AI in the game has never done anything I have not seen someone do in real life. If they increase the frequency of vehicles that are speeding, that would be really accurate. Trucks included. But the game's just it's a good chill game. Like, there's not complicated puzzles or control button combinations you gotta worry about. You can just kind of hop in the game, maybe throw on your favorite tunes, and just kind of chill. Makes it a really enjoyable game to just kind of relax to instead of be super competitive or any of that kind of stuff. But I'd like to see some more older model trucks in the game. Maybe some brands that don't make trucks anymore, like Ford, GMC, Dodge. All of them at one point did make a semi truck. We could really throw classic and go a Diamond T. That'd be pretty sweet. Auto car. I did have an auto car mod, but I think it didn't get updated for several game updates now, so it just doesn't work. Yeah, it'd be cool to rock a GMC General in this game. That was the truck in Knight Rider. I also believe it was the same truck in the second Smokey and the Bandit. Of course, the first one was a Kenworth W900. A few of the classic cab overs would be pretty neat to see. The Ultraliner, K100. I think in Australia you still can get the K100. Ford made a cab over. We slowed down and I didn't. Yeah, we'll set it at 57. No one's going to care. And I suppose that's the biggest difference between Euro truck drivers and American truck drivers is the Euro trucks really push the technology and the bells and whistles and all that kind of stuff, but most people over here in the States just aren't a fan. Well, most truck drivers aren't a fan. Yeah, anti-lock brakes are good, but I don't see I don't see the advantage of having a camera for a mirror over just a regular mirror holds. I mean, a truck like this, if the mirror breaks, you're not even $100 to fix it. You know, the camera quits working, you're probably out several $100s. So to me, I just don't see I just don't see the benefit of just having a more expensive thing.
Go straight on. Go straight on.
Let's see here. I wanted just made us like 24,000, and she's leveled up, so that's pretty cool.
Keep right.
I'm really interested in why they did that in that city. Why they had the lanes switch sides.
Straight on.
Kind of doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Bunch of junk on the side of the road. Camper probably stuck in the mud. Since I know we'll probably be down to 30 here.
Go straight
So
on.
here we need the left lane.
Keep left and then turn left. Turn left.
Can't even say I can think of any games off the top of my head coming out this year and looking forward to. Uh, I absolutely love Space Marine 2. Pure Rock Crawling's finally a full release game now. Like the next time I stream a game, I'll probably stream that one. As it's an also nice chill game. I mean, you can You can get more competitive in it, but you're pretty much just in competition with yourself, as it is not multiplayer. The Doom game looks cool, but I never really got into the newer Doom games. I just kept speeding up there. The tractor just cruising down the road. That's pretty cool. Probably shouldn't have done this, but we're doing it anyways. Alright, guys. 60 still. We can at least do 60. Hadn't planned on turning GPS, but thanks. Alright, school bus. So I was kind of hoping to get around all these guys. The train horn's pretty loud. "67 views and nobody's even dropped a hi." I mean, you could at least say hi. Yeah, just can't think of any games coming out this year that I'm looking forward to. I'm not sure when the next state's supposed to come out. But it'd be really neat to see Missouri because I used to live in Missouri a long time ago. Of course, now that nobody's in front of this tanker, he's probably going to race up to 70. That's alright, though. We're not in a huge hurry today. Get out here in the hammer lane. I think we'll run it up to 72. come through. Which one are you? If you're new to the channel, I am not using a steering wheel or pedal setup. I'm playing on an Xbox controller. I drive truck in real life. I don't feel the need to have a full sim rig to play a game at home. That's a really nice mural. Those are the kind of details I really like seeing in the game.
Go straight on.
Quartz Plains corridor. Alright, why are we still 30 here? Takes these people a while to get up to speed. Alright, I just got around that guy, and now everybody else is lollygagging. Come on, car. This is Texas. You should have whipped out and passed everybody already. Alright, tanker, you too. Skinny pedal on the right. It's 70. Come on. You can do it. Bender, bender. Alright, now the rest of you slowpokes get in the right lane. Come on, EPR. Killing me here, Smalls. Yeah. Usually try not to be a dick, but you're killing me just hanging out there in the left lane, not even trying to get to 70. Or 55. Iona just made us 4,500 bucks. She's leveled up. Nice little picnic area there. Looks like the clouds are rolling in. Yeah, I'll set the cruise at 73, 74. That'll be fine. Again, we're in Texas. Everybody would be doing about 80 through here, so. Raton Creek.
Go straight on.
348.
Keep right and then
And a little bumper car down there, it looks like. Oh, they don't know how to merge. Amy made us $9,500. Nice. All right, Bus, why did you do that? You did it because you're a moron. Don't mind us, we're just coming through. Oh, nice. We got the bypass. And we're in colorful Colorado. Let's see, we'll pop her up in overdrive. I say we're not that heavy, so
keep left.
probably shouldn't needed to have pulled in. Ooh, a donut. Donut does sound good right now. Let's see, we should be. Not sure what highway we're on. I think we'd be on 25. Unless maybe we're still on. Oh no, we're on Interstate 25. So yeah, we'll pretty much stay on this the rest of the way up to Gillette. It's sunset and those birds. Alright, why are you slowing down? Okay. Thanks, AI. Seriously, why are we slowing down? Yeah, maybe we're up here in Colorado Springs already. Okay, can you at least stay doing 55, man? That'd be super cool if you did. La Junta. I do like the graffiti in the game too. Now we're in Pueblo. That's where we are. We'll keep left. You don't have to tell us that every time we come up to an intersection. Even though I did turn the traffic offenses off because I got tired of the headlight violation. It's also why I drive with my lights on all the time. My new truck at work actually has daytime running lights, so I've just kind of gotten used to driving with the headlights on all the time anyways. There's actually a few places in the state of Idaho where they want you to run with your lights on all the time anyways. I wasn't paying attention to the speed limit. Sorry, truck. Keep left. Don't worry there, GPS. I've only gotten 100% completion on a couple of states. Idaho's the first one. I think Wyoming's at 90 something. Haven't haven't really been trying to 100% all the states. I'll probably work on 100%ing the states I've lived in. So Idaho, Wyoming, Arizona, and Missouri. I haven't even discovered all the cities in Arkansas yet. I didn't really do much with Halloween or Christmas. Must be up in Denver now. Field Stadium. If you are just tuning in, we're heading up to Gillette, Wyoming, and we are running a Ford LTL 9000. It is a paid mod, except I don't remember where I got it at. That's why there is no link to it in the description. I think there's actually probably two different paid LTL 9000 mods. And I know a few websites have it for free, but I think those are the outdated versions. Or outright stolen versions. Which, unfortunately, is part of modding any video game. Is if you want to charge people for it, that's fine. I mean, modeling an entire truck and getting all of its physics worked out and everything is a time-consuming task, so I'm not going to fault anybody who charges for their mods. It's just unfortunate that people steal those mods. Which discourages people from making them. That being said, though, there are a ton of mods available on Steam for the game that are free, and they're excellent mods, so don't feel that you need to pay for mods to modify the game. There's weather and graphics mods, there's several truck mods. I primarily run a lot of mods that increase how much customization you can do to the trucks. As least where I'm at, a lot of trucks are 8x4 configuration and 4-axle trailers. And if I owned my own truck, it would also be in an 8x4 configuration. And I would probably run either a triaxle step deck or a triaxle lowboy.
I'll find a new route.
Oh yeah, we're under 50,000. At least they let you accelerate up to the speed limit before you get onto the freeway. That's nice when they do that, at least. Let's see, we should be a little over 50 miles to Cheyenne. I think we might actually have enough fuel to get all the way up there. If not, we can stop in Casper and fill up for sure. Or Douglas. I guess we'll see if we get pulled into the scale here in Wyoming. Yep, ran into a little bit of rain. Why are you slowing down so much? $75, not $55. All right, my dude. You didn't have to slow down that far back.
Rerouting. Turn right. Recompute.
I say we have to go across the scale, GPS. We can't. All right, once again, skinny pedal on the right. That's how we get onto the interstate. There you go. You're figuring it out. I'll get over for the pumper truck. Except he's not getting on, so. That's usually why I just stay in the right lane, unless I know for sure someone's merging. Here in the big city of Cheyenne, Wyoming. Wish my drivers would take a little longer, higher paying load. I don't really need them to. I've got $60 million. Pretty much as soon as you can hire a driver after you get a second truck, making money's pretty easy from that point on. And I can't even remember how many drivers I have on this profile. This truck's got some pretty monster tanks on it, but I don't think you could actually make it all the way from Odessa, Texas to Gillette, Wyoming without having to stop to fill up. Well, maybe. Oh, we can go all the way up to 80. Nice. I think we'll stay at 75 though. Idaho, the speed limit's 70 for trucks, so I've pretty much gotten in the habit of doing 70 even when I'm in my personal vehicle. You know, in the rumble strips, make sure you guys are awake. Another accident. I guess once we get up here to Gillette, I don't know if we'll look for a really long job or maybe we'll head back into Idaho. We're currently in Wyoming, so if you want me to head to a state, drop me a comment in the chat. Let me know where you think we should head to. I do have all the current DLCs, all the states for the game. I actually used to live in Douglas an even longer time ago. I think we will pull into the truck stop though and fill up.
Turn left. Finding a new route.
That seems like a good place to top off the tanks. Kind of hop the curb there a bit. Get you a good look at the Ford we're driving today. $3.60 a gallon. That's going to be an expensive fill up. $167.83 gallons, and we spent $604. Looks like they need the trash guy to show up. I'm ready to turn left.
Turn left.
Let's see here. Nothing coming that way, nothing coming that way. This is Douglas, so there shouldn't be too much traffic at 2 o'clock in the morning. Douglas is a pretty tiny town.
Go straight on.
It's probably grown a little since I lived there, but not a very big town. I think the last time I was there, it was still only a McDonald's and a grocery store, no Walmart. That small of a town, not even a Walmart. Which I suppose if you're watching from Europe, you're not going to understand, but you're from America. A town that doesn't have a Walmart's pretty small. Pass through the little town of Bill right now.
Go straight on.
Which I believe the population of Bill is under 50. Been a while since I've been out here. The only thing really in Bill is they got a shop for repairing railroad cars for hauling coal. I think that's pretty much it for Bill. A hotel, a diner, and the shop for the railroad. And then a lot of ranches. Shouldn't probably. Oh, easy there, bus. Shouldn't blind the bus with the high beams. or that person either. The only problem, I shouldn't say problem, the thing the game has a hard time conveying because the map isn't to scale is how much absolute nothing there is in Wyoming. And how far it is between places in Wyoming or Texas. I mean, Bill's at least a half hour north of Douglas, and that's doing 65, 70. It just, because of the map compression, it just doesn't quite convey how much empty there is in Wyoming. It's a very big, very empty state. Which, again, because of the map compression, it just doesn't convey that. I mean, so when people say the middle of nowhere, Wyoming, you're really in the middle of nowhere. Not sure why mine needs some electric mini excavators, but whatever. All right, where do you want it? Right in there, I think. Yep, right in there. Which will be pretty easy since there's this big open bay right here we can pull in. Turn our flashers on for safety. We do have work lights on the back of the truck. Get that back end over a little bit. Backing up a trailer is one of those fast is slow and slow is fast. If you try to back up in a hurry, you're just going to make a mess. But if you just do it nice and slow, don't rush it, you'll do fine every time. All right, we went 1,001 mile. Took us 19 hours, 3 minutes. Used 136 gallons of fuel. We made $25,087 and made 2,878 XP. So we're just about to level 83. And let's see what we got here. Since we're running a flatbed, let's see, we got tires. Let's see, tires, clamshell buckets, rough terrain forklift from New Mexico, Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, New Mexico. And the load we just brought, we can go down to Rock Springs with. Well, Greenville's paying $70,000 for a stack of bunch of tires. And that'll let us roll through Montana up into Idaho. So I think we might do that one since nobody else chimed in and said where we should go. We'll do that. And then we need to go around the building to load. You're really gonna make us turn around? This game sometimes, I swear. Let's see, we'll get loaded. And then I'll need to use the bathroom here. So we'll take a little break. So I'll be right back. All right, back from our little break. Decided I needed a couple of Kit Kats. Had to refill my water. Let's see, since we're in here, let's go change a couple options. Gameplay. Yeah, I don't have fatigue on. I don't have traffic fence on. Just the average length. Random vote road events. I set down low. I turned detours off. There's just not enough map for detours to work. I mean, some of those detours are taking you hundreds of miles out of way when they wouldn't be that bad in real life. Time zones disabled. That doesn't really matter. Let's see here. We got truck stability 80, suspension stiffness at 100. Probably actually turn that down a little bit. Let's see here. Drive shaft torque. That should be up a lot more. Braking intensity is at 100. Let's drop that down a little bit. And set that at 70. Air brakes simulates real-life air loss from excessive brake applications. Realistic fuel. I should have that on. Uneven surfaces. If you had a motion platform, which I've seen some people have, it does a pretty decent job. Truck speed limiter, no. F that. Blind spot sensor. That's actually really annoying in real life. Anti-lock brakes are the only thing I have on. Automatic draft of liftable axles. Yeah, that's okay. Advanced trailer coupling I had to turn off because I believe this Ford doesn't work with it. I just don't think it's been updated, or I haven't updated it long enough that it doesn't work. Trailer stability is at 80. I think that's what I got the truck at. Steering camera rotation. Blinker camera rotation. Oh, okay. I guess. Let's see here. Do we have a steering setting? I'd like the steering to be a little quicker. Doesn't look that way. That's under controls. I am running keyboard plus controller. Sequential. Steering sensitivity, yeah. Let's turn you up. Let's try that. Just this value higher means the steering will be less responsive when the wheel is at center. It will increase the sensitivity as the wheel is turned towards maximum lock. That should be all right. Force feedback. Don't really worry about that. I think we'll lower the dead zone a little bit. All that stuff looks all right. I don't have a clutch, so I don't clutch. So that all looks pretty good. And since we're in here, we'll go to graphics. just to show you what I'm running at. Full screen, brightness at 113%, scaling 200%. All that stuff's on. Adaptive clarity, texture quality's high. Reflections 100, reflection details high, mirror resolution high, mirror distance ultra. Light visibility ranges. Graphic headlights are on. Depth of field. Sun shafts, color correction. Vegetation, grass, and weather quality are all at high. Pedestrians are on. So there's all that. And now we'll eat a Kit Kat. Eat a Kit Kat and then get back on the road. Again, hope everyone is having a good Monday. I was up most of the night not feeling well, but I'm feeling better now, so that's why I'm streaming, as I didn't go to work today. As you can see, I own 3 garages. I have 15 garage slots available. And well, I'm a big fan of the Mack Anthem, so we got a few of those. I actually have more trucks than this because I have a couple of trucks I switch between. Yeah, some Anthems. Frederick's driving the blacked out International Lone Star, which is such a good looking truck. Angelo has the FLD Freightliner. As you can see, most of my drivers are all 500 horsepower or more. This Mack Anthem, I think the reason it doesn't say this is I updated my engine mod, and since I'm not driving that truck, it didn't get changed over. We got 2 of the International 990s. Apparently I spec'd them the same. Huh. Then we got the Mack Pinnacle, which I've been using. Mack Superliner, also mine. And then, of course, we're in the Ford LTL 9000 flat top. As you can see, there, trailers. Got 11 trailers. Dry van. Expect that one for me to use. That one's also for my use. But the rest of my drivers are pretty much using, well, in this deep drop tank. It's also one I was running for a little bit. As for where my garages are, Twin Falls, Cheyenne, and Omaha. You can see I've got most of my trailers here in Twin. 3 I got parked in Cheyenne, and 2 I got over there in Omaha. But we'll get some Volvo wheels and tires over to Grangeville, Idaho. Pretty sizable stack of tires. So here's what the interior of the LTL looks like. I got dark carpet, my bumblebee, hard hat, American flag. I said I just like driving out exterior camera. And now I wonder why I only have sound on one side of my headphones. That was really weird. That is quite the stack of tires. A mod I highly recommend is fast gate opening. Otherwise, the gates are as slow as molasses. I didn't pull that far out. Jeez. And that's why I have no traffic offenses and no damage on. Alright, you guys. The hell? Prime example of why I have traffic offenses and no damage. Because sometimes you just never know what that AI is going to do. Ooh, the dust blowing through there is kind of neat looking. So now we'll head up to Grangeville, Idaho. Probably hop on I-25 and head up into Montana and then shoot across Montana. Or actually, we might just head straight up whatever highway this is. Kind of like that brake setting a little better than 100%. See how much the fuel economy changes since we checked that setting. That's here, since that lane's so short, we'll just stay in the left lane. We'll start out in second since we're a little heavier than we were with those little excavators. See why Wyoming's so great. Maybe I need to turn the drive shaft torque up a little higher.
Go straight on.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's see your gameplay. Let's make that 100%. See if we notice it here a little more in cab. That's better. That's way better. I mean, we got 800 horsepower and a couple thousand foot-pounds of torque. It should twist.
Go straight on.
I suppose since Missouri and Illinois are next, I wonder when we're going to bounce back over to the Dakotas. Go see Mount Rushmore and Crazy Horse. It'll also be interesting to see when they start updating some of the later states. Because, of course, the game launched with just California. So it'll be interesting to see when they start reworking Nevada, Idaho, Oregon, Washington. I'm surprised it didn't want us to pull in. I think we'll run her up to 80. We'll stretch them legs a little bit. Better late than never. Actually, speed doesn't kill. It's the sudden stop that kills you. That'll also be something interesting to see if they could add into the AI. Have program the AI to weave in the lanes a little for texting and driving. But the stream looks pretty good. It's not saying I dropped any frames or anything, so running just a regular 5-second delay. So I do hope the stream quality is up there. Looks like we'll have to slow down. Well, it stopped raining at least. Here in Sheridan. You don't have that long of a line behind us, so. The forced speed limiters on the World of Trucks contracts, kind of why I don't do a lot of those. I suppose they do it to keep it fair for people who are running mods versus people who aren't. Because you could certainly get a lot more World of Trucks contracts completed if you had the 1,000 horsepower plus engines, you know, and you were doing 100 mile an hour everywhere. You pull me in, yep. Yeah, we needed that more lean on the initial torque. Went through and get scaled, see what we're weighing today. Well, at least this load. We're 44,800 last load. So I'm sure we're probably well over that this load. 68,000. So the tires are not quite 20,000 heavier than the equipment we just hauled. To reweigh. The other reason you'd really need to reweigh is if you pulled onto the scales and your axles were overweight and you had to slide a tandem forward or backwards on the trailer to get the weights correct, or adjust your fifth wheel. And fifth wheel adjustment's something I'd like to see added in the game. You can now slide your trailer axles in game, but being able to adjust your fifth wheel would be kind of a neat thing to see in game too. Since we're running a spread axle trailer, we can actually go up to 40,000 pounds on the trailer axles, as opposed to the 34,000 that a standard set of tandems has. Okay, I don't mind. I don't mind going a little under, but I don't want to be doing 50 the whole way. Of course, now that I got out here, everybody's going to speed up. As that's what happens in real life as well. We're doing 75, I don't care. Apparently Montana is one of those states where they want to do 10-mile-an-hour difference between everybody else on the road with trucks. Which, I mean, 10 mile an hour doesn't seem like a lot. But when you're doing 80 and Walmart, Amazon, Prime, and who else? Most of them other guys are governed at 65. You're now doing 15 mile an hour faster than the trucks. Some of them are governed at 60, so now you're doing 20 mile an hour faster than the trucks. And that's a pretty big difference. You know, if you're flying along at 80 and somebody pulls out to pass a truck doing 60 at 65, you're coming up on them real fast. And I don't see how that's safer than just having everybody doing the same speed limit. In fact, I've actually seen some links to studies on social media saying that it's not actually safe to have that much of a speed difference between commercial and non-commercial traffic on the road. Yeah. We could be doing 70, but the truck will do faster, so we're going to do faster. I mean, we're on fairly nice, wide, straight interstate, so if we were on twisty, narrow mountain roads, I'd probably be doing the speed limit or a little under. On this load, probably a little under, because there's a lot of weight up high on this load. But boy, she sure does look nice. But I'm just a big fan of having the truck and the trailer paint matched. It just looks so much more professional. Just looks better. Let's see here. We don't want to go to Bismarck. We want to head west towards Billings. Yeah. Having all traffic doing 65 just makes traffic flow smoother, because that means more of you are doing the same speed limit. Which, given for how accurate everybody's speedometer is and physics, because of course naturally anytime a heavy truck comes to a grade it's going to slow down more than a car. Traffic flows smoother when everybody's kind of pretty much doing the same narrower range of speed. But they don't ask truck drivers their opinions of most things, so there's that. And the fact that everybody seems to be in such a damn hurry anymore. I mean, before Idaho raised the speed limit to 80, people were still doing more than 80. Because it's sometimes hard to judge how fast somebody's doing behind you in a mirror. Because I've thought I've had plenty of room to pull out and get in the left lane and pass someone doing 65 while I'm doing 70, and I'll glance in the mirror and they're way back there, and then as soon as I get even with the front of the other truck, they're right on my ass. Well, they got a lot of cameras on this one. Of course they would. Because they're trying to put in a lot more cameras so they can check your tire pressures, And they don't really check the pressure, they just see if one tire is hot or colder than the others. Because if they're all inflated to the same, they should all be the same temperature. So if you got two that are hotter than everything else, or two that are, or one that's way colder than everything else, you'll know that there's probably a tire pressure problem. Which, you know, that is a safety thing. I mean, you have a blowout doing 65, 70 in a truck, and them chunks of tires can really do some damage. Or if it's your steer tire, you could lose control. So, I don't mind safety for actual safety, but sometimes it seems like we're pushing safety so we can just collect revenue from marking people unsafe. Which the new scale house on 84 doesn't do a very good job of sometimes. I mean, the camera system should be advanced enough to tell that I'm empty, even though my empty weight is heavier than most trucks. I've been through it enough, they should be like, oh yes, he's empty, and not pull me into way, or pull me in to make me go down the bypass. But there's been a few times when that port's just flipped the sign to make everybody pull in, and then they're not paying attention to the traffic, so you're actually, despite the fact that it has a mile-long ramp from where you get off the interstate to the actual scale, it doesn't take long to back up trucks so they're backed up on the interstate, and that's not safe. That's not safe at all to have vehicles just stopped in the right lane. Not safe at all. You know, again, why pull in a truck that you can clearly see is empty? Again, since I pretty much run past that scale almost every day, the computer should have my tar weight and license plate and truck number and DOT number in file, so it knows about what I weigh empty, and it should be able to just let me bypass completely without getting off and pulling through the bypass lane on the scale. I mean, it'd save me some fuel because I'd be doing a constant speed instead of slowing down to 10, then speeding back up to 70. And it'd save me a little bit of time, too. But again, I should be in the system enough times that they should know the truck's empty weight and clearly see that a flatbed trailer has nothing on it. I don't know. Rants of a truck driver. However, I will have to say that those, whatever system they are using to see if your tires are properly inflated, the tire companies in Burley, Idaho, and Rupert, man, they're making a killing now. I I bet you in 2 years I've been through that scale maybe a dozen times where I haven't seen a tire truck there. And there's been many times I've been through that scale and there'll be 3 or 4 tire trucks working on stuff. Come on. That's a European thing. I've never seen one of those before until I played this game. I mean, we have the trucks with the collapsible barricades on the back, but I've never seen a truck to trailer set up quite like that to be a mobile barricade. Been in Montana for a little while now. In Bozeman right now. I think we'll set the cruise at 73. Again, we're not in a time crunch or anything, but we'll just keep a little steadier, quicker pace, I think. Just can't really see the truck with this giant stack of tires. Just just figured since I had the day off because I stayed home for work because I didn't feel good this morning. Uh, Once I was up and feeling better, I figured I'd hop on and do a little streaming. And streaming for a little over 2 hours, 20 minutes. Just kind of thought, if somebody else was bored at work and wanted to hang out a little bit, I certainly appreciate anybody watching right now or who did watch. We're up here in the mountains. I think we're going to slow down here. Yeah. Drop down to 12th. We're actually maintaining speed fairly decent, so I think we'll just hang out here in the left lane. Cereal. Continental Divide. Dropped it down to 11th and let the Jake brakes kind of hold us back. I'll jump back up here to 13th. And speed back up to 65. Here in Butte, Montana now. The trains also need to be a little longer out here. I'm glad you let me bypass since I'm kind of stuck out here in the left lane. Yeah, I don't have anybody that far behind, or that many people behind me. Had a little bit of rain earlier in the stream, but weather's actually been pretty good most of the trip. That's if my cruise control turns on. We got another 274 miles to go, a little over 5 hours. Looks like we are going to have to stop for fuel. So we'll do that the next time we see a fuel station. We'll pull in and fill up. There we go. Thank you, Frederick, doing a $20,000 load. Yep. Just thought I'd do some streaming. I haven't done any in a while. And it is kind of a nice way to just hang out with people and chat, since I really don't have a good way to stream from the garage. I got Wi-Fi signal all the way out there, but the only way I could stream is with my phone. I might try it though. The gaming's a little easier to stream than working out in the garage, because I don't have to worry about the furnace kicking on. Or the wind blowing hard and really rattling the garage doors, which it does sometimes. But I'll probably try it. I should try it at least once. Definitely some beautiful country up here along I-90. Let's see here. Yeah, I think we'll get off here and get some fuel. Hey, we can get there from here. No, wants us to go. Oh, it wants us to go up there and turn around. We're just stopping for fuel. We're not going anyplace silly, GPS. Just waiting on this traffic light so we can go in there and get some fuel.
Go straight on.
We're not going straight on. We're going in here to get some fuel. We'll pick one in the middle so we can get out, stretch our legs, go into the gas station. Maybe get a snack.
I'll find a new route.
Yeah. Don't want anybody peeing their pants while we're streaming or driving. Gasoline Express. We'll come out here a little further from that stoplight so maybe traffic isn't quite so weird.
Reroute. Turn left. Keep right. And then continue.
Hello, SBC. How are you doing today?
Go straight on.
Fire truck. Thought I heard air brakes behind me. Pretty much the same. Just figured I'd do some streaming today. Finally got some snow, but it's already all melted now. Heading up to Grangeville with some tires. I love snow too. We haven't had much up here in Idaho. Well, southern Idaho. The mountains got snow, but here on the flats we don't hardly have any. It's been kind of a dry winter so far. Unfortunately. I know we've had so little snow I haven't even been able to take my RC snowplow out and plow the driveway with it. Thank you. It's the Ford LTL 9000, but I don't remember who made it. And C-Mod's engine packs. So we're running a 800 horsepower and 14 Cummins and a 13 speed. Not a crazy amount of horsepower, but you know, enough so we can really haul ass if we need to. Ran pretty much down to Odessa, Texas, and now we're back up here all the way to Idaho after a stop in Gillette. Really kind of looking forward to that Missouri update. I want to see if they put the big Bass Pro Shop in Springfield, Missouri. They got the one up in Nebraska, although that was a Cabela's, I think. Yeah, I thought I'd stream, hang out with some people for a while. Been kind of a quiet Monday. Those noodle guys are kind of cool. Come on, car. Skinny pedal on the right. Yeah, that's one of the in-game Macs. I'm glad they finally put the Pinnacle in the game. So you got something to drive besides just the Anthem. That's... I think it's supposed to be a CHL maybe. I usually drive the Superliner from Dailing Wu, but thought I'd mix it up today. Drive something else. Alright. Question is, are we going to have to cut across? Oh no, you're going to let us bypass. Nice.
Go straight on. Keep right. And then turn right.
Phew. That's,
Turn right.
that's the first little bit of lag we've had in the game. All stream. And I just about rear-ended that car. Oh, I did. Maybe. Yeah, it's actually been running pretty smooth until right there. So what do we got? We got 2 more hours, 139 miles to go. I really am surprised I didn't hit him. Pretty damn close though. Or maybe I did. There we go. $105 miles to Lewiston. Yep. Running the Ford with the Prestige trailer. Guess we'll see how fast we can roll through here. Probably not super fast. This is a really pretty drive in real life too. They do a pretty good job of capturing how pretty it is up in places. Let's see, we're 65, but I don't know if we're going to do that. I guess it depends on how much these tires lean when we go around a corner. Yeah, really pretty up around Lewiston. Welcome to Idaho. set the cruise at 50. Yep, really pretty up here. I don't get this far north in real life for work. Stanley's about as far north as I go. Apparently the AI doesn't know how to use Jake brakes. It's a terrible place to break down or have an accident. Should have pulled a little further off the road if they could have. Probably get here to where we're going and call it a stream, because that'll probably put us at the 3 hour mark. I'm sure the dog would probably like to go out. I should probably do a few chores since I'm home. Thankfully, we're not oversized, because that's really when it gets bad. I've had to pretty much stop and wait for traffic going the other way to pass so I can get around people when they're broke down like that. A fancy footbridge. Let's see here. Are we going to have to pull in this one? Yep. Kind of thought we might have to.
Turn left.
Let's see here. Where is the scale? There it is.
Let's find a new route.
Oop, came in the wrong way. Oh well. It's a portable scale. They can just deal with it.
I'll find a new route.
You guys are out late. I'd say most of the portable scales I see around here They usually call it a day about 3 or 4.
Go straight on.
Probably shouldn't be Jake breaking through town at 10 o'clock at night. $30 miles. Yep, pretty uneventful trip. Had a little bit of rain over in Gillette, but cleared up by the time we got to Montana. And these tires haven't been too bad of a load. Ooh, this would be a terrible road for triples. I think I have my sound adjusted right because I should be hearing a turbo whistle. Well, that'd be a nice little spot to live. Probably pretty expensive, though. We'll do 50 for a bit, and then we'll slow back down. Actually, surprised it's 50 through here. Welcome to Grangeville.
Get ready to turn right.
I think we're gonna run over their grass a little bit there. Oops. I just forget how tight that turn is, and I should come in the other way.
Get ready to turn left.
Guess we could have went in there.
Turn left.
But here we are. Let's see here. Where do you need it? In the bay where I'm facing the wrong way. I suppose the question is, will they let us pull all the way through, or are we going to have to back in? Ooh, they'll let us pull all the way through. That's an odd place for an airplane wing. Usually they don't let you pull all the way through the shop. That's kind of nice for a change. No. You can't. Damn it. I didn't realize the garage door wasn't open all the way. Well, that's a bit of a bummer. Flashers on for safety. I don't know if I'm going to miss that bucket, though. It did, though. Let's see here. We'll just give her a little wiggle to straighten her out. And another little wiggle to get her in there. Yeah, we're going to be kind of over a little bit, but not too bad. Not too bad for completely messing that up to begin with. 915 miles, 18 hours, 39 minutes. We consumed 203 gallons of fuel because I changed the game's fuel economy. But we made 70,000 bucks, and we're up to level 83. What do we got for deliveries from here? Jet engine intake cowls, clamshell buckets, forklift, mining equipment, aircraft engine, some compact generators, another forklift, more cowling, more generators, more cowling. Huh. Apparently, Grangeville, Idaho makes a lot of jet engine parts. But that is going to do it for the stream today. I appreciate everybody who watched and commented. Hope everybody's week goes well, and we'll catch you